Welcome to lecture number 3 of chapter number 1, General Science, class 7. I'm your instructor Riaz Malik. Today's lecture outline is, first we're going to revise our previous concepts, and after that we're going to discuss some new topics which includes different cells and their functions. Then we'll move on to cells, how cells combine to form tissues, and then how tissues are grouped together to form organs, and then organs together comprise of organ systems, and different organ systems, when they work together they form organisms. So let's have a look first on revision. In the last lectures we talked about cell. That cell is basically a building block of life, and there are organisms made up of cell, and if they are made up of single cell they are unicellular, and if they are made up of many cells of different shapes and sizes and different functions they are multicellular. So in reference to this unicellular and multicellular, we give few examples of paramecium cell, amoeba cell. They were unicellular. Then in multicellular we have examples of animals, we have example of plants, then we have different types of plants, and then we have different types of animals. We have invertebrates, we have vertebrates, we have warm-blooded animals, we have cold-blooded animals. Then after giving a reference to these examples we moved on to a typical plant cell and its structure, and we discussed different organelles. In plant cell, what are the specific functions, how plant cell is different from animal cell in terms of its structure and functioning. Then we talked about animal cell, a typical animal cell comprising of different organelles and structures, how they work, what organelle is having what kind of function. We talked about in detail. Then we compare both plant cell and typical animal cell, and saw their differences and discussed them. How do they differ? Then we moved on to another topic called cell division, because cell division is necessary. It happens all the time in our body. It happens all the time in plant cells. It happens all the time in our human body, in animals. So since there are two kinds of cells, somatic cells also called body cells, and there are sex cells also called sperm or ovum. So there are two different kinds of cell division. In reference to this we talked about mitosis and meiosis.